checked into our hotel on the island of Koh Rong, and now we're just checking out the beach. It's not a huge island, although there's lots of different beaches all the way around it. We're kind of in what you would call the main town, although it's not really a town. So there's a beach bar here, and check out these prices. A bit broken, the board, but draft fee is 75 cents. That's in American money. 75 cents, that's about 50p in English money. And that's the setting. He's a cheeky monkey. He's definitely not scared of humans, is he? Scratching his bum. Whoa! Jesus! So we're on the way to Lonely Beach now, which is right on the other side of the island, on the top end. And as you can probably tell by the name, Lonely Beach is in the middle of nowhere, and it's been a long tuk-tuk ride, and these roads are terrible. So we're getting close to Lonely Beach now, because I can see the sea. Just going through this little village. And we're now at Lonely Beach in Koh Rong, Cambodia, and I can definitely see why it's called Lonely Beach. There's virtually nobody here. The sea is so clear and warm. Let's just take a look at it. So this side of the island is so much calmer, the sea, and because it's much calmer, obviously it's clearer. You can see the bottom there. Let's just take a look around. Bit of a stunning location. Lonely Beach is most definitely lonely. So somebody over there sunbathing. There is nobody. But right down there, a couple of people. Palm trees lining the beach, gives it that tropical beach effect. I suppose it's not an effect because it is well and truly a tropical beach. A bit of a lack of bars though. I think all we need is a karaoke bar and maybe a beer pong bar, and this place will be sorted. As you can probably tell, this beach is absolutely stunning, Lonely Beach. And the water is the warmest water we've agreed that we have ever been in any place in the world. The top layer of it is like a warm bath. It is really, really nice. Check out these jackfruit. Just noticed hanging from the tree. That's him, isn't it? Okay, good morning. Another day in Koh Rong, Cambodia, and today is actually the Cambodian New Year, so apparently there's going to be big celebrations tonight. Strange time to have the New Year celebrations, but that's how it works in Cambodia. A little bit gutted today because I managed to lose my third genuine Ray-Ban Wayfarer pair in the sea. Forgot I had them on and did a bit of wave surfing. Came straight off and just couldn't find them. So there you go, a bit stupid. Anyway, we're going on the boat trip. The boat trip will take us around various different islands and do a bit of snorkeling as well. So looking forward to that. So we're just waiting for the boat trip now. It's going to be one of these yellow boats that's going to take us on the trip. As you can see, glorious weather again. 30 odd degrees as it has been every day here in Cambodia. So let's go. Another slightly worrying thing about this boat trip, and I haven't got any life jacket. Else you won't go snorkeling without a life jacket. They don't have any on the boat. A bit like the Titanic with not enough lifeboats. Boat trip with no life jacket. Oh, there's the boat. So we just been on the boat trip, and that was proper. I felt proper queasy. It was stopped for a while we were fishing. The water's really choppy. So if you like choppy seas and you don't feel sick, then you'll be fine. But not for me, thanks. We just got out of the boat and walked over to the beach. So we're chilling out here a bit for a bit until sunset. And then hopefully we're going to have something to eat and see the plankton later on. So this morning we've just arrived at Sok San Beach, which is about 20 minutes in a tuk-tuk. I'm going to spend a couple of hours here checking it out. But look at the colour of the sea there. It's a classic turquoise blue. So we're going to spend a couple of hours here in the sea, and then we're gonna probably get something to eat. This bar here. Great about Cambodia, it's still in the early stages of mass tourism, and so many of the beaches are pretty much empty. I mean, take a look at this one now. This is Sok Sam Beach, absolutely stunning. You can see there. There's just no one around. In a couple of days time we're going to be heading back to Phnom Penh on our way home, but we've still got 2 nights in Phnom Penh which we're looking forward to, and we're going to see some of the slightly more depressing side to Cambodia. The 1970s, there was a very well-known genocide in Cambodia. There was a leader called Pol Pot who decided to adopt some really hardline communist strategies, and basically they ended up murdering 1/4 of the population, of their own population. Yeah, and it was called, it was actually featured in a film that was from 1985, I think, called The Killing Fields. And I'm going to be visiting the Genocide Museum in Phnom Penh, having a look at that. I was always interested in this history way back after I saw the film in '85. And a long time ago, the place I was working, we got the internet before most people actually got the internet. And my interest in it, I found an email for Dith Pran, who was actually the main character featured in The Killing Fields. He managed to, well, he was working with an American journalist called Sidney Schoenberg at the very beginning of the Khmer Rouge's occupation of Cambodia. Now, the Americans had to move out quickly. They had to evacuate Phnom Penh, but Dith Pran, who was Cambodian, he was actually a journalist, photojournalist, wasn't able to escape with the Americans. Now, he would have almost certainly been killed, because they killed anybody who was in any way an intellectual, so journalists would have counted as an intellectual. He spent something like 5 years in the labour camps and then managed to escape to Thailand. He ended up in America, where he worked as a journalist, and I actually emailed him in the early 90s and he replied to me, which was very interesting, telling me about his times in the Killing Fields. But sadly he died a while ago at the age of 65. We've got about an hour left on this beach. Best thing to do for transport on Koh Rong actually is to just rent a tuk-tuk or hire a tuk-tuk, and the driver he's happy to take us to this beach, which is about 20 minutes from the resort that we're staying in, and he's just going to wait for a couple of hours and take us back again. And that was $25 for the 3 of us, so quite good value. Another thing you can do is to rent scooters. I'm a bit old for that, I don't want to get into trouble with any accidents, so I'm swerving that at the moment. But scooter rental is pretty common and again really cheap. So the Cambodian New Year's Eve celebrations still in full swing here. Just walking down the main drag in Koh Rong, and looks like there's a little bit of a party going on here. These are all locals, police joining in as well. and tourists. They have this thing where they wipe this white powder on everybody's faces, and also what they do is go around squirting everybody with water. So if you look at these, they've got the white powder on their faces. This is all about the Cambodian New Year. Just to give you an idea about the money in Cambodia, you have to get used to using two currencies. So basically you can pay for everything in dollars, but you'll generally get the change back in Cambodian reals. And there are 4,000 reals to $1. Also, they don't have any coins, so you can imagine it quickly get a lot of reals in notes in your pocket or in your wallet. So it's worth noting. Once you get used to it though, 4,000 reals is $1. And also interesting to note about the money and the situation in Cambodia is that people are very honest. I'm just waiting to buy a beer, just one beer to take up to the balcony where I am now. And I thought it was 4,000 reals, which is $1. So I said, is that 4,000? Gave him the 4,000. Said, no, it's 3, and gave me the one back, which is nice and honest. And you don't really tend to get anybody begging. You get a few people walking up and down the beach selling fruit, but they don't mind you. There's no sunglasses salesmen or hats or anything like that. So yeah, quite laid back, and people seem very genuine and honest. So it's our last day on Koh Rong, and I've just come back for a massage, and yeah, it was pretty good. 1 hour, $10, and Ivana's in the sea. Let's just turn the camera around with some local kids again. So it's our final day in Koh Rong, and we're just heading to Longset Beach, which we've been told is about a 30-minute walk from where we're staying, through what looks like a bit of jungle. So hopefully we won't encounter any snakes. And to the right of us is the beautiful turquoise blue sea. Are you looking out for snakes? There's bound to be some in here somewhere, but generally snakes are more scared of humans than the other way around. Any trouble you're going to have if you accidentally stand on one. Looks like there's a kind of derelict old bungalow resort here. Continue on our trek through the jungle. Kind of a makeshift bridge here. So we've come out of the jungle and we've found Longset Beach. Just got to get through these rocks. And it is a long beach, stretching right back over there. So this is our last day in Koh Rong. It's been absolutely amazing. Ivana, my wife, says it's her favourite place in the world that we've been to, which is saying something. Been to quite a few. She's always miles behind because she's too busy taking photos. Worst time was on Brooklyn Bridge in New York. Jesus, it took forever. Every time I've got anywhere I turn around and she's not there because she's taking photos. Cambodia is still developing its tourism, but you can see where they're going. I mean, they've got everything that you need, and it's really becoming popular with backpackers and other people in general. I mean, the scenery, beaches and the sea speak for themselves, and the prices, the value for money is absolutely incredible. Cheaper than anywhere that we've been. I imagine it's not going to stay that way forever, so if you are thinking about coming to Cambodia, definitely recommend it. So Longset Beach is pretty stunning, as you can see. Weather is great. We're just chilling out under the shade of a coconut palm tree. So there they are, the coconuts. Hope it doesn't fall on my head, because they have a tendency to do that. Looks looks like this resort has its own little water taxi. And there's a few backpackers going out to the water taxi now. No idea where they're going, but they could be going to the other island over there, or they could be going over to the mainland. Probably not. I think you get the bigger ferry to the mainland. But then again, they've got all the backpacks on, so yeah, maybe that's the ferry home. So we just found this beach bar, and this is the view from it. Let's have a look inside. Beer is 75 cents in happy hour. That's 3 till 6. Hello.
Hello.
So here's some evidence of the prices you can expect to pay if you're coming backpacking here. This is the happy hour. Everywhere does happy hour, but this is 3 till 6. And beer is a grand total of 75 cents. Cocktails, 2 for 1. Mixer, $2. Don't know what Josh shot is, but there we go. And you can enjoy your beer or your drink or whatever with this setting. So it's time to leave Koh Rong now, and we're just waiting for the ferry to take us back to Sihanoukville, and then we're going to get our coach back to Phnom Penh. Sad to leave really, it's been great on this island. 5 nights we've had here and it's been fantastic.